I'm Bethany Anderson of Bethany Heals, and if life's been lifing lately, then you found me just in time. This is a pause, a permission slip to just be. And before we begin, let me remind you, your healing isn't on a timeline. Around here, we don't hustle our healing, we honor it. Trust that your intuition brought you here for a reason. So let's drop into our next archive episode.
Hello, loves, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of Life.ing. I can't believe we made it here. I mean, I really can. I absolutely can. I'm just so excited for this coming season for Life.ing. I have got some great episodes planned out for us, and also just whatever comes up in the moment, as always. So stay tuned for the season ahead. But I wanted to welcome us into our new season here with just a moment to reflect upon this past year. So right now we're in December. Well, I'm actually recording this episode on Thanksgiving Day. I'm in Palm Springs right now, so if you hear a little water feature in the background, it's because I'm sitting outside in my dad's backyard. But I had to take advantage of this sun, y'all. Okay? If you know, I live in Seattle now, so when I'm out here in the desert, your girl's outdoors as much as possible, soaking in that vitamin D. So I don't have my usual equipment set up for this episode, but I just felt really inspired to record today and to put this out there because I think that this message needs to be heard. So as I'm sitting here thinking about the past year, y'all, 2025 was wild. Like, are we okay? I feel like I had just done a poll in my IG stories the other day about how are we feeling about 2025? Where are we at? And it was actually split down the middle. I was very surprised because half of you shared that you're ready for this next chapter, you're ready for what's next. And the other half of you were like, I am exhausted, Bethany. Like, I can't take one more thing. And I feel you. I get that. I get that completely. But I think if there's one thing that I've seen with this culmination of this year is that this really was a year of endings and beginnings, right? I just sent out the final devotion newsletter for this year. So I just delivered the intuitive guidance for your month ahead for December. And I opened up with talking a little bit about that. So if you're subscribed, check your inbox. It's in there. And if not, subscribe. I'll still send it to you. And so I was thinking about what were some of the themes that I noticed that were showing up for me this year. And two words kept coming up for me. It was timing and trust. And what did this year actually teach me about timing and trust? What were the experiences that I had that led me to having a deeper understanding of what that looks like in my life and how to carry that wisdom and knowledge moving forward? And I think that the biggest thing that came to mind for me was taking my chance on moving out of state, because it was something that I've always felt like I was meant to do, to move to Seattle. It was always something that I wanted to do. I always felt like I was leaving home whenever I left Seattle. And having had that nudge and that pull for so many years. And when earlier this year, my ex and I were talking about moving up to Seattle, and they were like, you know what? I'm open to moving. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do with this. I immediately bought tickets. I was like, now is the time, now is the hour. But it really felt like a now or never moment. It really felt like if I don't do this now, it's never going to happen. And so I did. I bought the flight tickets immediately, and everything truly fell into place when it came to finding the perfect place that I wanted to live in the exact neighborhood that I want to live in, where I moved directly on top of my Jupiter line, like abundance, good luck, hello. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, listen to episode 1 of season 1. I did a deep dive in, a little bit of a deep dive into astrocartography there. And so I feel like that was a perfect example of what happens when we trust the divine timing of our life. Because the second that I found that place, I got approved, I moved up here, I found an amazing studio that I love so much, which is where I found my hiking club, which is where I found some amazing friends that I've made up there and a community that I love to be a part of. It's like this domino effect where when we really allow ourselves to align with the intuitive nudges that we get, things start to open up for you in ways that you can't even imagine, that you can't even see what's possible. You know, when you follow the pull, when you like truly, truly take the leap, things will fall into place in ways that you can't even imagine. I could have never expected the opportunities and experiences that have fallen into my lap just from taking this huge step in my life. And, you know, I don't think it's really about the how, like, how is this going to happen for me? It's more of, you know what? I trust that what I want will show up for me. So all you need to really focus on is what you're calling in, right? And what you need to do, what actions you need to take to help you meet the universe halfway. We don't need to worry about the how anything is going to show up for you. It's really about focusing on the what. And so when it comes to this, a hummingbird. Hi, Grandma. Oh, love that confirmation. So with the theme of my year being trust and divine timing, I think that that's the formula of it all. It's not the how am I going to get there that actually gives you the clarity. It's asking yourself, what do I need to do in this moment? What action can I take right now to help me get to what it is that I see for myself, the vision that I have for myself that's so clear? What is the actionable step that I can take right now to help me get there? Let the universe, source, God, creator, whatever you want to call it, do the rest. It really is part magic, part practical application. We got to bring the two together. You know, it is a balance of the two. Sometimes it's more magic, other times it's more of doing the work. And I think that that's okay. It just depends on the season that we're in. Now, before you're taking any actions, just like I did this year, there is a preparation that you have to do before that. We can't just step into this space and be like, all right, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go take this. I'm going to go sign up for this. I mean, you can. But ultimately, when we're looking at the bigger vision of our life, there is a deeper preparation that helped me get to that space to have the confidence and the fire and the push to finally do the damn thing. So I want to give you 3 insights into the foundation that needs to be laid before you take these actionable steps, okay? Because we're never going to get to that end vision if you don't have these 3 steps, or you'll end up with like a diluted version, like a almost there version, right? So the first step to laying this foundation for taking aligned action in your life is the subconscious work. It's not how you're showing up for yourself presently, consciously in your day-to-day life. It's what's underneath. It's the rumblings underneath. It is the thoughts that you're having that you're not even aware of that's actually driving the decisions that you're making. Right? So when we're thinking about our subconscious, and the majority of our decisions are made from the subconscious, this is where we're looking at our self-worth. Right? What is it that you actually value in your life? And where are you giving away your worth and what the things that are important to you to another? We can't keep giving away the most important parts of ourselves to pacify another, to make someone else feel okay or better or more comfortable. Because now you're living a life for them and you're not living a life for you. And subconscious work can look like many things. It can look like hypnotherapy. It can look like EFT tapping, getting into a really deep meditative state with intention. But that's a really big piece to the puzzle of what's going to help you get to the space of taking aligned action in your life. Now, The next piece to this puzzle of laying the foundation is the energetic work. This is where I step in. But this is the energetic work, because energy matches energy. You can say all day that you want to experience these things in your life, and you may have done a lot of conscious work to get there, right? Like talk therapy or journaling or whatever it may be. But if you're still holding on to energy in your energetic body from old stories and experiences that you've had, even though consciously you feel very present, very in tune, very aligned, that old energy is still in there. And that is what's getting in the way. So this is where our energetic work, our energetic hygiene comes in. We're clearing the old stories. We're healing the belief systems and letting go of the belief systems that are no longer serving us, that were passed down onto us. We're making room for what's next. We're making more room for you. So we're coming at it from our subconscious standpoint. We're coming at it from the deeper layers of the mind. We're coming at it from an energetic standpoint. We're clearing out the limiting beliefs, the limitations, and the stories that are still stuck in our space, even if we're not aware of it. And that third piece, when it comes to laying this foundation, is being consistent with your practices. It's the discipline and it's the devotion. It's showing up every single day for yourself. Whether it's waking up and doing 5 minutes of meditating, just grounding yourself, preparing yourself for your day, doing a little bit of EFT tapping, whether it's going to bed and playing a hypnosis session as you sleep, whether it's writing down one thing that you're going to accomplish just for you today. But you have to be consistent with this work. And I know that's not always fun. Trust me, it's hard for me too. But these were the things that have allowed me to show up for my life fully, to make really tough and challenging choices in my life this year that I knew were absolutely necessary. These are the things that allowed me to be in trust with the divine timing of my life. So before we even step into 2026, I can feel like even in my core, these parts of myself that are shifting. Because you already know I shifted timelines this year, big time, ending a huge relationship, moving to a different state. I did so many changes in my business under wraps that you will see over the coming year, which I'm so excited about with Bethany Heals. But because I've made these huge changes in my life, I can feel these huge shifts that are coming for me next year. And I feel like some of the main things that are showing up for me in 2026 are definitely my self-expression. And not necessarily what we're doing here on the podcast, but speaking my truth and my needs, like really saying what it is that I want. Because I have noticed this wild ass pattern lately where I'm telling people how I feel, what I want, setting expectations, and I'm not being heard. And I'm like, wait, what is going on here? Like, I know I'm being clear. And I just had a realization the other night that because I'm a projector in human design, like I see you. I really, really see deeply into you and what you're capable of. I see the brilliance in each of you. And that's why I'm a pusher. Okay. That's why I'm so good at making structures and pathways at helping people truly be aligned with their best selves, because I have a clear vision of how to get you there. But because of that, people tend to place these projections on me of the expectations they have of what I can offer or what I can give to them. And regardless of how much I'm sharing my expectations or speaking my truth, they're only going to see or to hear the things that align with what they want. And so I think there's going to be a huge, interesting experience with that in 2026. But I'm excited to align and get clear on what self-expression really means for me moving forward and how I can communicate that in a way that is actually being heard. And the next thing that I feel like is coming up is prioritizing and regulating the stability of my emotions. And again, this is in relation to other people as well. Noticing the moment that I interact with another and it dysregulates me and I feel off, it's a no for me. I got to step away. I don't have the time, the space, or the capacity for other people in my life that don't honor my boundaries. There's a thread coming up and I'm like, okay, let's go. Communication. We are in it. But I'm here for it. I like it. I don't mind it. So this is going to be a year of true alignment for me and an alignment towards just the next level of my business. But also, I think it's a brand new cycle that I'm stepping into and a brand new growth period. And I feel that for a lot of you too. Just with my clients that I've been speaking to lately, you are all on this precipice of your next chapter, your next growth period. So now I feel like I'm in a space of calling in this deeper preparation, right? This deeper preparation of consistency in my own life when it comes to my relationships and also in my spiritual practices. And listen, I know routine sounds lame, but again, because this is what I do for a living, like creating devotional practices and structures to help people be the best person that they can, like I can't wait to apply that to myself next year. And I feel like I've already started doing that with just being more intentional with my daily intuitive practices. Like every single day I have been in it, in my little psychic world. And I can tell you, I have never felt clearer. I have never felt more directed by my higher self, by my guides, and I've never felt more in tune with what's ahead for my clients and for the collective energy in general. If you're feeling like you're standing at that edge of a new chapter, but you're not sure of what you're calling in for yourself next year or what that looks like for you, I have something in store for you. Every year I have an offering. It's called Clarity Codes. I'm obsessed with it, but basically what I do is I channel for 30 minutes your year ahead. So for 2026, what's showing up in your career, in your relationships, in your personal and overall life. And it's an intuitive oracle reading that's delivered straight to your inbox. It's for you to keep. It's a video reading. And when I say this sells out every year, every single year, I post it and it's gone by the end of the month. So I invite you to take advantage of Clarity Codes and receiving your reading for the year ahead. I think that one of my favorite things I love about this offering is for the rest of the year when I continue to get text messages and emails and calls from you about Bethany, I re-listened to your 2026 year ahead reading and this happened. And I knew it because you told me and I felt so much more prepared because of it. And I think that being able to have this glimpse, this vision into what's coming up for you in the coming year can be so supportive. So when you find yourself in these different experiences, as you step into this next growth period of your life, you know how to work with it, right? Where you're not just blindsided by life. Like I know life be lifing sometimes. It's just what it is. But I think the more information that we can have for ourselves, the better. So I'm just so excited for this next season of Life Be Lifing. I've already been working on our guest episode recordings. We've got some amazing, amazing women coming on for this season. I think you're going to be very surprised. I've also got a few special goodies in the works. And in the meantime, you know where to find me. I still have my weekly Sunday offering, The Hearth, which is a free circle. We meet on Zoom. It's 30 minutes. And I provide you intuitive guidance for your week ahead. Just a little bit of journaling and connection with community. So whether I find you in the Hearth and my private sessions or with my limited time offering Clarity Codes, I can't wait to work with you for you all to hear what's coming up on season 2 of Life Be Lifing.